in the fall, startup in the spring, roof assessments every year, and all your scheduled maintenance. So when you want to get to the great outdoors, you already know you're camp ready.
How do I get to be camp ready, Rick?
We're starting small, Bob. Just 29 camp ready plans are still available at No Bull right now.
And that's No Bull.
NoBullRV.ca.
Who should start? Who needs to hit the bench? Find out with Fantasy Frenzy with Halley and Douglas. This is Sports 1440.
Presented by Will Hawk Beef Jerky, home of Alberta's best beef jerky.
Thank you for tuning in to Fantasy Frenzy here on Sports 1440. Connor Halley, Brandon Douglas with you here. We've also got Josh Fenwick and intern Mackenzie rolling through this Fed Up Friday as we take a look around the world of sports and get you set up for all that is going on. Lots to get to. No Oilers. Well, we could talk Oilers, but what's the point? We got Olympic hockey. We got all the other events. We've got the Waste Management Open down in Phoenix. We've got Super Bowl. Anything else? NBA trade deadline. If we rallied through every single trade in the NBA and discussed each player, it'd be an hour-long show. It was crazy. Everybody was traded except for
the ones
Giannis.
we expected to see traded, like Giannis and John Morant.
Those are the ones we wanted to see moved.
Josh and I were talking about during the Carey show and, getting his thoughts on everything that transpired and what didn't transpire. And it's like, yeah, the biggest loser for Josh, the Chicago Bulls, because despite making the most trades, they didn't actually do anything.
Yeah.
They just traded away most of their good players, got a couple good players, and now here they are going to be the exact same team playing for that coveted play-in tournament spot where the Bulls seem to perpetually exist in their current iteration.
That's just where some teams lie. I mean, and it's unfortunate for them.
The mushy middle.
You just hope to go on a run and heat up at the right time.
Imagine if the NHL had a play-in tournament. The Flames would love that.
If they made it.
That's what I mean.
if they were that good,
it's the definition of mushy middle teams, and that's where the Flames have been for a good chunk of, forget the last couple of years, but a good chunk of their history.
Yeah. And I mean, if there was a play-in, I would put money on them because they are a team that fights and grinds and doesn't make it easy on you. Text line today, 1-833-441-1440 if you'd like to get in on the conversation. You can also email us, Connor at sports1440.ca and Brandon at sports1440.ca. Fantasy Frenzy, as always, is brought to you by Will Hawk Beef Jerky, home of Alberta's best beef jerky online, willhawkbeefjerky.com. Try to remind you, we're just over a week away from Valentine's Day. There's no better way to show the loved one in your life that you love them than to go get them a nice bag of beef jerky. You can't eat flowers, but you can eat beef jerky and all their other great products.
Yeah, love's great, but what about tangible love?
Yeah.
Love that you can hold in your hands. That's beef jerky.
And hunger is a real thing.
Oh, yeah. I'm
Chocolates.
hungry right now.
Go get some donuts out there.
I had a couple Timbits. Thank you.
Chocolates are good. Beef jerky's better. I'm
Facts.
sorry. Those are the things we know.
Knowledge.
Shout out to those of you watching in on the YouTube channel. We have Oil Country, Titan Kingsport, or Kingsport, one of the two. Probably Kingsport.
Either works, I guess.
Both works. Hit that like button. We appreciate you guys joining us today. If you're watching on Facebook, anywhere else, thank you guys. We do have a $50 gift card to give away to First Round later on in the show. I don't know exactly how we're going to do it. I haven't put much thought into it.
I'm sure you'll come up with something. You're very good at these.
Well, it's just kind of having a brain and thinking about one topic, and then you just ask the question.
Having a brain?
Well, yeah.
What's that about?
You mean you have to think? Don't you just think of those random questions?
I just hosted a week of radio without having a brain.
You're sitting down with MTR You're
Okay.
trying to get to know him. What's like a question you would ask?
What are you whipping up on Super Bowl Sunday to eat?
No, something that hasn't to be do with the Super Bowl. Something else. Just like get him as a person.
What are you eating for the big game?
No, like that's like the most. That's overdone in sports talk radio. What's on the menu?
Well, I feel like we ask people what's their favorite flavor of wings like 8 times a year.
Yeah, it's overdone.
So we want something fresh, something
Yeah,
new.
Mackenzie, when you went on your first date with your boyfriend, what was like one of the first talking points you guys had?
Super bad. And then
Rad, okay.
we had pierogi pizza because I told him that I only eat at the keg. And he was like, I'm not taking you to the keg. What is the next best thing? And I said, pierogi pizza.
You told him you only eat at the keg?
It was a joke.
Only
obviously.
steak. Okay, so here's the
it
question.
was worth it.
Who's your favorite Superbad character?
McLovin.
You got McLovin.
I think I'm probably McLovin too.
Okay, I'm gonna
So
go
funny.
like Jonah Hill because he's just such a doink.
Can I just
and-
pick both cops?
No, you have to pick one.
Okay, give me Bill Hader.
He's good. Organ donor. So text into 1-833-401-1440 your favorite Superbad character, and you have a chance to win a gift card to First Round. That's how it comes to be, Duke. It's just a thought and then going from there. Josh, you're here as well. Do you have a favorite Superbad character?
Yeah, it's also one of the cops, but it's not Bill Hader. I like Seth Rogen more.
It's the fastest kid alive, right?
That's the fastest kill. Oh,
Such a classic movie. So that's how it happens. Very simple. Text us your favorite Superbad character, and then you have a chance to win a $50 gift card to First Round. I'm curious to see who will be the more popular one. I think there's only really like Michael Cera. You're not really picking. He was okay.
I like when he's singing in the room at the party. These guys. That's
Touche.
that's an all timer. Like you can't beat that.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, there's probably some good like underlying characters as well.
James Franco or
Dave.
whatever Franco.
There's a Franco in it.
Yeah, he's the guy that when they're on the like playing soccer.
Oh,
and he
people
yelled-
don't forget.
People don't forget.
Dave
That's
Franco.
Dave Franco,
Yeah,
okay.
absolutely. Who's the guy who eats his lunch by himself?
Oh, I can't remember his name.
Who am I? And then he says his name, and they show him just like eating a spoonful of something, staring into the distance. Somebody will text it in. Stephen Glansberg. Who am I? Stephen Glansberg? Yeah. There's a lot of good characters in that movie. Detective Boyle. I don't know what his character name is in Superbad. but
Right.
When he gets backs into Jonah Hill. Classic move right there. McLovin. Trev says hands down Bill Hader. Kayla's got McLovin, Bill Hader. I mean, there's a few good answers here. Delta Valley Jeff says that MTR strikes me as a guy who serves empty boxes of Ritz crackers with Tostitos brand mild salsa while telling the story about the BOGO deal he once got on Tallboy cans of Colt 45. Pushes his guests at his Super Bowl, or pushes it on his guests. I don't know. MTR, I would say for the most part, has pretty good takes. Good information. I don't know what his Super Bowl party would be like. Maybe that should have been the question. What is MTR's Super Bowl party going to look like? CL80's got Hader. Sean's got McLovin. Tequila's got Evan's mom.
Gotta get a glimpse of those warlocks.
Maybe one of the best like retorts when they're talking. about
Oh,
that
yeah,
part.
yeah.
Yeah. Very. We can't obviously say it on air, but pretty good one. I did want to talk a little bit about the Super Bowl this weekend, Duke, because
Right.
you know when you look at let's just say the last 20 years,
Okay.
and you talk about like teams that have had really good runs. I feel like Patriots come up. People kind of throw out the Steelers, the Chiefs, of course. But I think the Seattle Seahawks kind of get slept on in that conversation. I put
You want to know why?
because they only won one.
Because they only won one Super Bowl.
Well, still, I still think they deserve to have their name brought up. You look 20 years. They lost the Super Bowl in 2005 to the Steelers, right? Mike Holmgren's the head coach. So in one era, he got to the Super Bowl. Then you go with another head coach, Pete Carroll. Less than 10 years later, gets them back in back-to-back years. They only win one. You're right. Should have won two. Should have handed the ball off to Marshawn Lynch. That's a no-brainer, Pete Carroll. he'll lose sleep about that one for the rest of his life. And then they bring in another head coach, Mike McDonald, and only in his second year he turns it around. John Schneider's been there since 2010. So under his watch, he's seen two teams get to the Super Bowl, different head coaches, different quarterbacks. First time they got there was Matt Hasselbeck. Next time, Russell Wilson, Sam Darnold. We always talk about how good sports ownership starts at the top.
Mhm.
I think the Seattle Seahawks organization deserves a ton of credit. The Allen family, like hiring the proper people, putting them in the right spot to have success, and to do it with 2 different GMs, 3 different head coaches, 3 starting quarterbacks. Whenever you talk about the Patriots, who do they do it with? Bill Belichick, Tom Brady.
And then the rest of the cast was revolving.
That's going to move around, but those are the 2 most important. The Chiefs, of course, Reed and Mahomes.
Kelsey.
You take away one of those guys, or even both, because, the head coach has changed every time for Seattle. When are they going to get back to the Super Bowl? Well, I guess if you're the New England Patriots, it didn't take very long.
It's right now.
Yeah. So, good organization, turn things around, right back in. Seattle has the ability to turn things around and get right back in there. I just think that they deserve a little bit of respect. Now, they're not the New England Patriots or the Kansas City Chiefs because they've only won the one. But man, for 20 years, Seattle Seahawks fans, and I've been a hater. There's no doubt about that because I was forced to watch them play on Fox. I had to watch so many Seahawks Cards games, Seahawks Rams, Seahawks Niners when teams weren't very good. But for the run that they've had, my goodness, pretty impressive. It must be nice to be a Seahawks fan, is what I'm trying to say. I know Brad Slater's probably happy. He got the Jackson Smith-Njigba Super Bowl jersey with the patch.
Oh, yeah.
But not the 250 patch. Those are...
Yeah, I've seen them.
And?
Whatever. I'm not a big patch guy.
There's so many patches.
It's a patch job.
Too many. Len texting in, Evan is his favorite. Husk says, hey, BD, MTR Super Bowl party definitely has Bud for beer.
Nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that.
Love a nice Bud Heavy.
Did you have a couple last night on the bus with the crit?
Oh, yeah.
Big win in Fort Assiniboine?
Yes. Huge win. I scored a beautiful goal, a la Nikita Kucherov, no move.
Oh, really?
I'm saying it was intentional. Might not have been.
You fan on it or?
No, I literally went to pull it to my forehand and just whiffed on it, and it just went right between the goalie's legs. Still counts. They all count.
Yeah.
1 concussion accumulated and a couple beers drank.
You got a concussion?
Oh yeah, man. I absolutely folded myself into the boards. Toe picked, caught an edge, and just crumpled.
You have a concussion then. That doesn't just go away overnight.
Well, I don't know. I like to think a couple buckskins I had on the way home were the best medicine.
Centered you.
Yeah.
Oh, did you have a headache?
That's not so bad today. It was worse last night.
Was there a medic in the crowd or anything?
No, I brushed it off and didn't let anybody know that I was hurt.
Oh my God.
I mean, everybody stopped because the way I hit the boards was very violent, and everyone on the ice was like, "Oh my God." I just got up and was like, I'm fine, don't worry.
Yeah.
And then later I was like, my head hurts a lot.
I had 1 concussion that I know, and it was playing indoor soccer, ball to the side of the head. And just I'm good. I sat down and if my vision was a circle, half point down, blurry. I couldn't see him.
Oh yeah. Yeah. See, I just said saw stars pretty good right at the point of impact, and then was just immediately up and trying to play it casual and cool. And I was like, man, that hurt a lot.
As long as you weren't vomiting on the ice.
Oh no, I was fine, dude. All my best plays came after that, so I might have got my mind right. Just knocked things back into place.
Get your mojo back.
Yeah.
Well, I hope you're doing okay. I think you're still in protocol. Then maybe you're not supposed to play anymore for a week.
Okay, that's fine. I don't have any hockey scheduled for a while. Well, at least a couple days.
What was the amount raised? Was it $6,000?
Over $6,600? Yeah, for kind of a local programs and arena upgrades, a little bit of a generic thing. Had some great beef on the bun. Post game, I love that. Just a little schmear of horseradish. Yeah, maybe some mustard.
Any au jus to dip it in, or
no au jus, which is always a nice touch. But no, it was great. And then actually, maybe the best part of the post game meal, the dessert tray. I don't know where they got them. These little macarons or macaroons.
I stay away from that word because I don't know.
Okay, but either way, those little colorful pastry looking things that you get at fancy bakeries. And the one I had, I don't even know what the flavor was. I couldn't describe it to you, but it had almost this type of jelly between the two halves. It was so good.
Yeah.
And I went back up there, already all gone, which is my reward for always being the last person in the dressing room. Half the people are already done eating their supper by the time I even get upstairs to where it's being served.
No, I know you're hanging out with the boys.
I'm just chopping it up. Made AJ Keller shotgun a beer in the intermission too.
Oh, really?
Because I shot my can from across the room into the recycling bin, drained it, and before I was like, AJ, if I make this, you have to shotgun, and he agreed.
Well, good on him for following through with it. One of our salespeople had some macarons, whatever they are, and I got one. That might have been one of the first ones I've ever had.
They're a nice treat.
I had to go ask her. I'm like, where in the mall did you get these? And I found the location, so maybe we'll have to treat ourselves.
All right.
One of these days. Shout out Cindy for the trade. It is actually going to be a trade for a pretzel bite, but she's like, oh, I don't like that kind. Which leads me to the next part. I didn't know there was multiple flavors. I just thought it was like butter and salt.
There's one option. Do you want butter? Do you want salt? Which I guess is two options, but I think they all come with butter.
Yeah.
Just do you want salt?
Absolutely. And apparently they have sweet ones, and maybe we got to dabble in that as well. Not Fred says, my head only hurts a little and I'm not as dizzy as it was before, but I'm fine. Famous last words, concussion protocol is required.
All right, tell you what, I'll go home and rest for the rest of the day.
We'll put you in the dark room.
Guilty. Guilty.
You should have called in.
Don't twist my rubber arm.
You should have called in sick.
I tried to get AJ to come in and do the morning show for me.
Wasn't happening.
He has a 6-hour remote today at Dream Home.
Oh,
for
okay.
A lottery or something like that. I can't remember the specifics.
Nice. That's a nice little getaway.
Somewhere else in the city.
Yeah. Staycation in a beautiful home, I'm sure. 1-833-414-1440. That is the text line if you want to get in on the conversation. Of course, you can always email us as well. Connor at sports1440.ca, Brandon at sports1440.ca. And also, just text in your favorite character from Superbad, and you'll have a chance to win a $50 gift card to First Round. We should also mention not crazy, sad news in a way. Buck Martinez announcing his retirement from Jays broadcasting. I mean, the guy's a legend. I was just loving what he was saying. It almost felt like last year, like he might have been on his way out because he was getting.
Oh, he was letting it.
He
fly.
was saying what he felt, but he announces his retirement today.
The Yankees are not a good baseball.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, he was right.
And guess what?
Hashtag
Buck was right.
Buck was right. He obviously played Major League Baseball for 17 years, 77 years old. I started broadcasting the Jays on TSN in the late 80s. So
38 years in the broadcast booth. And oh, by the way, he also was a manager in the major leagues too, around playing and broadcasting. He kind of like went back and forth on that front. But like icon, legend, Donovan had it as in or out this morning. Where do you put him among like Canadian broadcasters? Where does he stand in the all-time rankings? Like, is he top 3? Is he top 4 or 5?
Probably.
I put him in at 3 for me. Some others said it's get a little too egregious because here in Edmonton, Rod Phillips holds obviously a very special place to a lot of Oilers fans and Edmontonians. So that pushed Buck back to maybe 4 or 5 for some people. But like Bob Cole, I think Chris Cuthbert's one of the best to ever do it.
Yeah.
And then obviously a guy like Buck's right there for me.
I think when you ask people city to city, there's always going to be the local person that they love, but Bob Cole has to be there. And I think Buck probably a lock top 5 for them. Macaroons, Northside Lou says. But shout out Buck, and looking forward to see. There's going to be, they have to honor him in some way.
Dude, he's going to go on the Wall of Honor.
Like, yeah,
or whatever
you have to put him up there.
Right? Yeah.
That'll be a cool ceremony when it happens. Okay, let's take a break here if we're able. We're good to take a break here? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Troy's waiting.
Yeah.
Troy's waiting patiently to swap out a computer or something.
I thought we had to be on air for it, so I was just
No, he's going to do it after the next break.
Okay, we'll take a break then so Troy can get in there. It is Fantasy Frenzy brought to you by Will Hawk Beef Jerky.
And that's another goal for Canada. You know what would be even better than winning gold?
Okay, I'll bite.
Winning a gold medal made of Will Hawk beef jerky.
Athletes do get hungry, and they could use a snack on the podium. I think I'll start a petition.
Really?
No. Now pass the Will Hawk and turn up the games.
For a truly Canadian snack to cheer on our truly Canadian athletes, you need Will Hawk beef jerky, made with Alberta pride right here in Leduc.
Action Electrical's projects team takes the field, folks, ready to execute the entire play for new commercial builds.
Absolutely. They're masters of design build, sketching strategy from initial blueprints to core electrical infrastructure. The team never misses on complex projects.
Known for handling big league constructions and major renovations, ensuring flawless execution, hire the Action Electrical team to bring home a win for your project. Visit actionelectrical.net.
Friday night calls for family fun that's second to none, starting with a big party. And tonight at Rogers Place, it's the Oil Kings mascot Louie's birthday bash, presented by Bloom Benefits. Edmonton faces the Moose Jaw Warriors. Local mascots will be in the house for Louie's big day, and every fan in attendance gets a card for their chance to win a fun Louie prize. Plus, score Calmont Kids food combos for $10 or less. The value is lion-sized. Oil Kings, Warriors, Louie's birthday bash, tonight at 7. Great family entertainment starts at just $20 a seat. Tickets and more at oilkings.ca.
Do you sit around at work listening to sports radio all day? That's right, my friend. There's no shame in it. It's the good life. And we're not here to snitch. Hey, if your company advertised on Sports 1440, you could be the one listening for your company's ad every day. Now you've got an excuse to listen to Sports 1440 all day. It's part of the job. Sounds like someone's getting a promotion. Email Gregor at sports1440.ca. And let's get to work for you.
Measles outbreaks are occurring in Canada, including Alberta. These outbreaks are highly preventable. Measles is an extremely contagious disease that is spread easily through the air. The best way to protect yourself, your family, and your community is to ensure you are up to date with your immunizations. Don't get measles. Get immunized. Visit alberta.ca/measles to find out if you're up to date and what to do if you're not. A message from the Government of Alberta.
It's 11:22. Welcome back to Fantasy Frenzy here on Sports 1440. Brought to you by Will Hawk Beef Jerky, home of Alberta's best beef jerky. Connor Halley, Brandon Douglas, Josh Fenwick. Is Troy here still? No.
Oh, yeah.
No,
Troy's still here. Doing the work.
Doing some work back here. We got intern Mackenzie. Duke was just giving us more of a rundown on his injury. But he looked at the key point. The Critters scored because distraction tactics worked.
Yeah, everybody was still a little bit stunned when I just got up and was skating around like nothing happened. And first Critter debut, Critter rookie, Angie Walker, our pre and post game host Andrew's wife, she's a very good player. She played pro over in Europe. She took advantage and scored a dandy.
That's the pro mindset.
That's what it's all about.
I didn't hear no whistle. You go for it. And I just think of that time, when someone falls and they just get up, I'm okay. That was you. I'm good.
That's what I have to do when I'm playing with my nephew or my nieces. And they're little. So the thing about little kids is a lot of the time they don't actually know they're hurt if you don't tell them that they're hurt.
Yeah.
So if they fall and you just pick them up and don't pay them any attention, they won't start crying. And then even if they look like they kind of want to, you're like, what's the matter? You're fine. And they're just like, oh, I guess you're right. Okay. Kids are durable.
They are.
Certainly more durable than I am at this point.
Thick skulls. Yeah. Benny,
soft skulls, but thick.
He'll look over at me and I'll just
it's a problem, man.
You're okay. Let's go.
He ever does a gainer down the stairs because that's his favorite hobby.
Oh, he loves the stairs.
He loves the stairs.
Just rips up the stairs. Hello, 1440. Hey, Brandon. I did that same move, but I whiffed on the puck and went right between the goalie's legs with a bunch of critters. Marcel, goalie Keith, and Billy, who is now your manager coach on Saturday mornings. Manager coach on Saturday.
Billy, he was a player. He played for 35 years. He's 70 years old. He just retired this year. I think they're saying he used to play with them on Saturday mornings, or does play with them on Saturday mornings. Excuse me.
Lives vicariously through them. When I hear you guys talk about critters on the radio, I saw a picture of Eddie Steele and his equipment makes Keith and his goalie equipment look like a shrimp. Wow.
So funny. I tweeted that out the next morning from that game where, Eddie with no shoulder pads on and just his jersey. the comparison was Andy Reid at the punt pass kick competition when he was 12 and was twice the size of every other kid.
He's a big man. Absolutely. It's like, Duke, you've been there. You go to watch Elks practice or anything, and on field they're kind of far away, but there's always the guys that are hurt and they're just kind of lifting or off to the side watching. And like defensive linemen for you and I,
you're like, how is that guy the same like species as me? Really,
yeah.
Right? Like,
and how quick they move and everything like that. It is, it is absolutely crazy. We did see some news. This segment is brought to you by elksnation.ca, 2 weekly podcast with Eddie Steele, Declan Kruger, breaking down the green and gold, the most in-depth W football coverage you'll find. You got the 2 weekly podcast, watch the video on YouTube, or check out the articles at elksnation.ca.
Cordell Jackson is our guest today on the show. Yeah.
Oh, very good.
Great get.
That'll drop later today, then I assume.
Usually later today or first thing tomorrow for the Friday shows usually.
Beauty. Today, though, yesterday, we saw the Florida Panthers, Sam Bennett, and then also Carolina Hurricanes for Seth Jarvis getting named to Team Canada with the injuries. And obviously not great. I know Oilers fans are probably optimistic that they would see Zach Hyman there, just as Winnipeg Jets fans would have hoped Scheifele could have got there. Doesn't happen. They go with a couple guys who had been there for the Four Nations face-off. Sam Bennett, to me, I thought he was a miss on the original team. I would have liked to have seen him selected, so I like that one. But what did you think about Seth Jarvis? I mean, versatility is being preached with this one.
Yeah, like that's his biggest get. I mean, this is a guy that's 30 goal scorer in the NHL. He's 25 tucks this year. Like he has a ton of skill offense, right? He's a little smaller, but he plays with an edge, can kill penalties. He's great on faceoffs. He can play either wing fluidly, and he can check. He can score. So you say the word versatility, the Swiss Army knife type player. It's easily the best description. Now, the pushback on it is that you lost Braden Point, who's a top 6 player. Replace him with another top 6 player, a la Scheifele. Zach Hyman has absolutely done everything that would be deemed necessary to put himself in the conversation. And I'm sure he was. But, Connor, I had Seth Jarvis on my original roster when we were doing our previews for it before it was announced December 31st. And for no other reason than he was on the Four Nations face-off team. So the group that's picking the team obviously like him. Now, he didn't play a ton, anything like that, but the versatility thing, if you have an injury or a guy who's not playing up to snuff, Seth Jarvis is a player you can drop into your lineup literally any single spot, 1 through 12, down the middle, either side, scorer, checker, doesn't matter, and he can play the role effectively. So while I understand the frustration and probably disappointment for some that would have loved to see Zach Hyman earn this opportunity and represent his country, he deserved it, without a doubt. It's not a knock on him, but Seth Jarvis also deserves this. And he's a good player. He's not some scrub. Similar to the discussions we were having when Anthony Cirelli was named to the team, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And to an extent, I actually think Seth Jarvis is a better choice for the team than Anthony Cirelli overall. So, well-deserved Winnipeg kid, fun guy. And actually, I saw a regular guest of the station, Ryan Henkel, covers the Canes down in for the Hockey News. He asked Jarvis about it just the other day, if he was expecting to get named as a replacement before Bennett was. And Jarvis himself said, I think the ship sailed on that a while ago. I didn't play well enough at the start of the year. So he himself didn't necessarily, or maybe he was just being tongue-in-cheek. Who knows? Because he's a little bit of a kitschy guy. Pretty fun. You see some of the interviews and content things they do. So he's deserving. So was Zach Hyman.
I was going to say, I think he's good for vibes. Like, he just seems
seems like a great
good guy. Like, Hyman, it might be like great guy in the room. Seems like good leadership. I feel like Jarvis will do something dumb for a laugh.
Just in time for the morning skate.
No joke. Jarvis gives me a feeling of Tyrese Halliburton on the U.S. Olympic basketball team, where he is like, I'm not going to play.
Yeah.
But I'm here to hang out, be with the fellas, maybe learn something along the way from some of the best that have ever done it, and not, take it too seriously about the fact that you're not going to play or see very limited minutes, whatever the case. And that does maybe present as what's going to happen for Seth Jarvis at these Olympics, barring, like I said, an injury, really underperforming players, whatever, right? But I'm right there with you that his personality does seem like it'd be a good hang.
Yeah. And that's just on top of the fact that he's a heck of a hockey player. He's been there before. What was the Halliburton? When you ain't do none on the group project and still get an
A and hold up the gold medal. Like, that's so good. And it was like, and this isn't, a knock on Jason Tatum, but you compare and contrast where Tatum was like actively displeased with his role on, it's the U.S. national basketball team. Come on, what are we talking about, man? And Tatum's a great player, right? But Halliburton is just like two totally different approaches to essentially the same thing. Halliburton just like, I'm here to enjoy it and have a good time, and Tatum more in the sense of, why am I not playing? I deserve to play.
I should be playing more. Yeah, and you love that. Like, I don't know. Like, I kind of get the vibes that probably at the Olympics for them and the upcoming ones. Like, there's an empty seat at a table and Seth Jarvis is there. I'm going to go sit with this guy. Like, he's cool. I'm going to pick his brain.
Bit of an odd cat. Yeah.
Maybe his buddies showed up.
They make the trip all the way over like they did for the Four Nations face-off.
It'd be tough to get there now, but maybe Seth will hook them up. Just speaking of Seth, we had talked a little bit about the question of the day today. Favorite characters from Superbad. Just a chance to win a gift card to first round, $50. We got a lot coming in here. Fogel McLovin. To think that was like his first acting gig as well. He just got there, showed up. And now he's kind of made a career out of it. Been in Neighbors 2, Role Models.
Yep.
I'm sure there's more.
I couldn't even tell you the guy's name. I think he has like a 2-part last name.
Line. Anyone know? He was very funny in This Is the End.
Christopher Mintz-Plasse.
Yeah.
He's so funny.
What does Michael Cera say to him? Does blow smell funny? Blows it. Yeah.
That's McLovin, what are you, an Irish folk singer?
McLovin or Muhammad?
Read a book, you idiot. Muhammad's the most common name in the world.
So good. How old were you when that one came out? You would have been like...
When did it come out? Do you remember the 06?
06, I'd say?
I would have been like 10 or 11. So I didn't see it. Like, I didn't see it in real time when it first came out because, at that age, that is not a movie that my parents would have been like green lighting for me to go see with friends and whatever. But then you get a little bit older and you watch it at a buddy's house or something on Friday night, and you're just like, this is the funniest movie I've ever seen in my whole life. And I still think it holds up as an all-timer.
I would put like the first until I don't even know, like till they get to the party. Like that movie was funny the whole time.
Yeah, it never stopped.
And it kind of had its like lulls, like they get in the fight. Hey, that stuff happens.
Yeah, that's part of plot structure, I guess.
Yeah,
well,
for the movie.
What lame.
But like the opening half an hour of that, I'd put that movie up against any other movie. For 30, give me like a 30-minute chunk. It was so good.
I like, in terms of, if you're talking, like I said, like first 30 minutes or whatever time frame, that The Other Guys is another movie that I think the first however long is borderline unflappable. I don't necessarily love how the rest of it goes all the time, but the start is GOAT status. It's so good.
Who are the good cops in that one?
The Rock and not Denzel Washington.
No. I've only seen that movie a couple times actually, which is crazy. I probably have to go watch that again.
It's great.
We were talking about play-by-play guys with Buck Martinez announcing that he is stepping out of the booth for the Blue Jays. Bill says, for me, Gord Miller has always been one of the best. He has to learn a lot of names and pronounce them correctly when he does junior hockey. I think he's very good at it. Yeah, he's great. And
Gord's great.
I will say, like, that's probably something that doesn't get appreciated enough because I remember when Strutty was doing World Juniors
on
Div
radio.
2, and he was just like, these names are crazy. Right? Like, it's not like, it's a lot of Europeans and like things you have to get down. And sometimes you just, I mean, we've all been there. I've been going through the names for some of these players being traded at the NBA deadline, and I'm going to their basketball reference and I'm saying, hey, Declan, is this proper? He's like, no, don't say it that way. Like, now I'm confused more than other. So,
Gord Miller's great. The like Cuthbert, obviously the iconic calls of the golden goal, ×2 if you include the Four Nations ones this past year, but also called CFL for a lot of years, right? And was an iconic voice in that league as well for Canadian sports fans. So I think Cuthbert, Gord Miller's awesome. Do not get me wrong. And obviously so many iconic calls at the World Juniors stand out, of course, but he's been doing NHL games for forever as well. So definitely right up there with some of those other guys.
We should tell you, I mean, the opening ceremonies gets going at 12 o'clock. I think I was
yes.
I think I was fed some misinformation out there, but 12 o'clock.
Noon Mountain Standard Time.
4 sites, 2 cauldrons. I will say this. I don't care at all about opening ceremonies. Closing ceremonies, do not care. Like, I don't think I've ever sat down and watched one. Who cares? Not me. I know a lot of people do.
Yeah, I'm want to say for some reason the 2014 closing ceremonies I might have watched at like Garneau Pub.
Maybe.
It just that somehow sticks in my memory, but naturally it's a memory that isn't very clear because my mind was rarely clear while at the Garneau Pub. But yeah, I'm right there with you, Connor. I remember the Vancouver one standing out because they had a great collection of musical artists and stuff, and they always do, but it was extra special being on home soil here. But I'm right there with you. I couldn't really much be bothered with it. I'm here for the sports part.
Yeah. And I was the Vancouver Olympics, there was kind of the tragedy of the loser who passed away right before the opening ceremony, right? Same day.
Mm.
And that was a damper on it, obviously, like tragic way to start. But they put on a good show, but for me, it's just, I don't care. It's kind of like parades. Some people love the Thanksgiving Day parade or the Rose Bowl Macy's. Yeah. Meh. Whoa.
I like going to parades in person.
Well, do you?
Yeah, I watch the Delburn July 1st parade every year.
Okay.
We went to the Calgary Stampede parade a lot growing up. The Red Deer parade for Westerner Days.
You've been in parades.
Oh, for sure.
With CFCW.
I've been in the Delburn parade many times too. We would usually take the John Deere 30 series tractors in, me and the family.
Yeah.
But yeah, with the Critter. Well, I was the Critter in one parade in Leduc at Black Gold Days, but then a lot of time just driving the CFCW truck myself and trying to throw a little candy out the windows. But that's become more restricted in recent years. Some places they don't let you because of safety hazards.
Weird.
Oh yeah, not in Delburn though. It's still Candy
I was
Central.
going to say, the way you throw them, anything in your hands is a weapon.
Facts. Got a rocket arm.
We'll take a break. When we come back, more text to 1-833-401-1440, and we'll give away the $50 gift card to First Round. All you have to do is tell us your favorite character in the movie Superbad. That's it. It's Fantasy Frenzy here on Sports 1440, streaming on YouTube, Facebook, X, Instagram, and Twitch. Brought to you by Will Hawk Beef Jerky.
Sometimes you think about what you're going to do in the day. Go to work, pick up the kids from school, make supper. But at GS Construction, we think a little differently. Winter is our season to think, to plan, and to improve. We study, we innovate, we train. So when the thaw comes, we're ready to dig, build, and deliver even better, which means we need people like you. If you're thinking about joining the team at GS Construction, now's the time to do it. To apply and to see how we think, visit gsconstruction.ca.
Hi, I'm Colin Livingston, president of Cantork. We've been tightening bolts and redefining our industry for 25 years. Yes, a quarter century, and we're just getting started. Check us out at cantork.com. Our tools age better than I do.
Actions speak louder than words. Japa Machinery Group puts your construction plan into action with XCMG construction machinery you need. Available for rental or sale. Learn more at japamachinery.com.
Make your game day feast better with Papa John's. Create a mouth-watering pizza lineup with buffalo chicken, all the meats, the works, ultimate pepperoni, or create your own pizza possibilities. Now through Sunday, February 8th, get 25% off pizzas at regular menu price with the promo code Big Game at any location in Alberta. Order at papajohns.ca or on the Papa John's app with promo code BIGGAME. Better ingredients, better pizza. Papa John's.
Hi, Mike here from Northgate Chevrolet Buick GMC. Free trips, free iPads, a barbecue, a wood stove, the #1 dealer in the world. What? Who cares? How about no pressure, a great deal, finance rates as low as 0%, trade values you can be happy with, and an indoor showroom. And we're pretty good people. Stop in and see us today, 13215 97th Street, or visit us online at northgategm.com.
Just think, Kevin Karius has been covering Edmonton sports since before TikTok, Twitter, texting, and the Titanic. We may have made that last one up. Check out Karius in the mornings on Sports 1440. Your game, your station.
Hey, Edmonton, did you know a local Play Alberta winner scored over $500,000 on Mega Jackpots Ocean Bells? Think about the season tickets you could lock down with that kind of cash. From major casino winners every hour to jackpots worth millions and hundreds of popular games to money that stays in the province, there's never been a better time to sign up for Play Alberta. Download the app today to get started with casino, sports, and lottery all in one app. Must be 18 plus to play. When you gamble, use your game sense.
Planning your next event? Let Loca Quality Market cater. From made-to-order meals to gourmet platters to full chef tasting experiences, they make entertaining effortless. Visit loca.ca to start planning today.
Junior Hockey League champions, the Spruce Grove Saints, are excited to be back on the ice at the brand new Thompson Family Arena. Be part of the action and enjoy some of the best junior hockey Canada has to offer by experiencing a Saints game for your next outing. Tickets range from $10 to $17 with free parking and some of the best food and drink specials in town. For more information on tickets and how you can become a partner, go to sgsaints.ca.
You haven't set your lineup yet, right? It's Fantasy Frenzy with Halley and Douglas on Sports 1440.
Presented by Wilhauk Beef Jerky, home of Alberta's best beef jerky.
It's 11:41. Welcome back to Fantasy Frenzy here on Sports 1440. Connor Halley, Brandon Douglas, Josh Fenwick, and Mackenzie the intern with you here on Sports 1440. Fantasy Frenzy is brought to you by Wilhauk Beef Jerky, home of Alberta's best beef jerky. Online at wilhaukbeefjerky.com. Coming up next, it is the Lowdown with Low Tide. Alan Mitchell and LT will be there from noon till 2. Of course, I'm assuming Steve Lansky will be by. I think last week he was supposed to, but he tweeted he was poolside and was unavailable. On the Gregor Show today, Lorianne Munzer will join us, Olympic gold medalist. Of course, that's perfect timing with the games kicking off over in Italy. We'll also be joined by Wanye Gretz, our co-host. We've got Craig
Speckley,
Alan Mitchell. Stubby Clapp actually couldn't join us yesterday, so he's going to join us today.
Nice.
At 4 o'clock. So, yeah, it'll be lots to get to on the show. Keep it locked here on Sports 1440. And then, of course, Fox Sports all night long. The Saturday Sports set up at 9 a.m., followed by Hoop City with Paul Sir and Josh Fenwick tomorrow morning. Some news coming down regarding Gavin McKenna, prosecutors saying that they will be withdrawing the felony assault charge against Penn State star Gavin McKenna. Probably not the biggest surprise. Police say that he was accused of punching another male in the face twice, resulting in him suffering multiple jaw fractures, which later required surgery, obviously stemming from an exchange of words. But yeah, at an outside Doggy's Pub down, I assume, on campus. So that is good news for Gavin McKenna. And honestly, I think a lot of people, the court of public opinion might say, the guy deserved it. The guy was being a punk. And not that you should resort to violence, but hey, it happened, and we'll see what the fallout is here going forward. Over across the pond today, Canada did fall in mixed doubles curling to the United States.
Mm-hmm.
So now 3-1?
4-1.
Oh, they won earlier then. Because they were 3-0 yesterday. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good for them. Did you see Kachuk sneak up on Kucherov last night? Hit him from behind? Who does that? Rat. I mean, that is the game of Kucherov. Oh, Italy, 3-1. Oh, you're talking score.
Oh, am I?
4-1. All right, were you?
I thought I was, but
sorry. It was now. I meant the record is 3-1.
That's so okay. Yeah, you're right.
It's behind Great Britain and the United States now.
Great Britain 5-0.
Yeah, undefeated.
Showed them out.
That's a program.
Yeah, Mowat. There's the man half there. He's one of the best in the world. I think he's. I don't know if he's a skip for their men's team as well. That's at the Olympics.
Maybe he's just like, I can't depend on these three losers. At least in mixed doubles, I take half the shots because I'm so good.
And then you get to sweep your own rock too.
Just do it myself. When's singles curling coming out?
I hope never.
It's 1-on-1. Mano a mano. No sweeps.
That would be tough.
You just got to draw perfectly.
Got to be perfect. No mistakes.
Just on the topic, Darren. Yeah, I mean, who would do that? Kachuk would do that. That would be the guy. It was good to see, though. Like, it was an entertaining hockey game with the fights and all that sort of thing. Is there a better rivalry in hockey, nay, in pro sports right now, than the Panthers Lightning?
Man, the animosity between those two clubs is real. Like it's not fake, it's not fabricated. These teams hate each other, and which makes for an interesting dynamic when you think about obviously guys like Sam Bennett and Brandon Hagel would have been Point and Sorelli too, all now going to be teammates on Team Canada. But I guess they set that aside for a couple weeks. That didn't seem to be an issue of any variety at the Four Nations face-off. I'm trying to think. For I guess Jake Gensel and Matthew Tkachuk would be teammates on the American team. Couple Swedes would be teammates. I think of any. Is Mikola's Finnish, not Swedish, but is there another Swede on Florida that would be going that I'm trying to forget about? Because obviously Hedman, and Pontus Holmberg, great ad for the Swedes this year. But anyway, the point being,
he had a goal and an assist last night.
They hate each other, and it makes for great viewing. Like every game they've played this year, I think has had some sort of big brouhaha.
They're bringing guys up from the AHL who can drop the minutes.
Well, and that was
that
that monster Curtis Douglas went after Mikkola last night. And I mean, like Mikkola's going to the Olympics. Curtis Douglas obviously is not.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's kind of funny that even on the last day before the break, and the two teams that are the most heavily represented for the games we're still going at it like that. No regard for what's coming up in the next couple of weeks.
I think you simply put them on the same plane and put them right beside each other.
Let them figure it out.
And give them a couple of beers and let them talk about it. They'll be buddies by the time they land, and maybe even laughing about it. But Sam Bennett and the Panthers last night did not get the best of it, falling 6-1. And another, I'm cautious to say they're out of the playoffs, but it's going to be tough. It's going to be a race, especially in that division. Be very competitive. The Tampa Bay Lightning too. Remember, Duke started off very slow.
Yes.
And were like out of the playoff picture for a long time. Then they went on a heck of a run. Nikita Kucherov putting himself into the MVP conversation. Right now, they sit atop the Atlantic, 6 points up on the Montreal Canadiens with 2 games in hand, and then 3 games in hand of the Red Wings, who are sitting in third. For the Edmonton Oilers, heading into this break, sitting second in the Pacific. Now, 1 point up on the Kraken and the Ducks, who each have 2 games in hand. So if they were to go 50-50 in those games, they surpass the Oilers. So the Edmonton Oilers do need to kind of get things going as we get closer to the playoff push here. Duke, I was going to tweet this out. I haven't done it yet. I guess it looks like the statistics still hold up. The Edmonton Oilers are one of 2 teams without a shootout win. Do you know who the other team is?
Sorry, one of 2 teams without a shootout win.
Without a shootout win.
Is it a team that's been to a lot of shootouts or very few shootouts?
It's a team that's been to none. The Utah Mammoth.
Really?
The Edmonton Oilers are 0-3 in the shootout. The only other team that has not won a shootout is the Utah Mammoth, who are 0-0 because they haven't been there. Your Anaheim Ducks are the best shootout team in the NHL.
Dude,
6-0.
Have you seen Mason McTavish in the shootout? The guy's unstoppable.
Well, have you seen Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl play hockey?
Well, the thing about Connor McDavid is that he's actually surprisingly bad at shootouts.
It just makes no sense.
Which it defies logic. But I do, and we've had lots of texts about this over this season and ones previous, that there's something about the recognition by a goalie that he doesn't have to come in at breakneck speed that somehow puts McDavid at more of a disadvantage. Whereas in game, right, it's the pressure of a defender on his back plus McDavid's ability to pull away. Like, explain it however you want. I'm doing a really poor job of it. But like the in-game environment makes it that much more difficult to stop him than an actual one-on-one where traditionally goalies do actually fare better.
Yeah.
Right? I think it's in-game breakaways, it's almost about 50-50, whereas like your best shootout guys are at like 30%. As long as they've had enough reps, enough attempts to actually kind of garner a qualifier.
I do not like in shootouts when they go wide or go slow.
The going wide is absolutely the right thing to do.
I mean, like,
I don't necessarily agree with
going side to side.
The snail's pace ones. I don't necessarily love it. It has proven very effective though, which is why I think we see more and more guys do it.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm McDavid, I'm coming in hot the way he does in a game. Jake says, my question, how's Gavin McKenna at a pub but under 21? From what I heard, different rules down there, had a wristband on that he was not to be served alcohol.
In my experience, which is not extensive south of the border, in the United States, most bars are 18 plus, but then, there's a way of recognition, usually via wristband, to indicate 21 plus for alcohol service at the bar as opposed to just access to the bar without drinking.
Do not serve.
Yeah. Similar to like going to a resort or something, right? If you're on a holiday, a lot of places will do stuff like that, different colored wristbands based on your age, access level, whatever, stuff like that, right?
Yeah. 1-833-401-1440. That is the text line. Opening ceremonies for the games getting going in about 10 minutes time. And then for Canada, well, I guess most men's and women's going to be getting going on the 12th of February. Get things going. The norovirus going through the Finnish women's hockey team. I got to think, Duke, even if like when they get healthy, they're not going to be feeling great. They're going to be lethargic out there. Like you go through the norovirus, that's tough to keep food in the body, and the energy levels I would think are going to be not great. So I do commend the Olympic group for being like, let's just shut this down for a little bit.
Well, and like you said, a little bit of containment on it too, because you don't want it spreading against opposition, other people you're coming in contact with. I mean, this is the Olympic Village. You're talking about everybody is in very tight quarters and usually pretty close interactions as well, whether it be who you're playing against, spreading it more within their own team. So a little kind of mini quarantine in place to try and stop it at the source and carry on with the Olympics otherwise unfazed.
What did you think of the NFL awards last night? Matthew Stafford. Matthew Stafford wins MVP, 24 first place votes. Drake May, 23. Chris McCaffrey, 2, and Justin Herbert
1. Did you see the tweet from the guy that voted for Justin Herbert?
Yeah, Sam Monson's got the best football IQ out there.
This guy knows ball. Listen, it is what it is, but I thought Matt Stafford was the most deserving for the MVP, and it's not some argument about the fact that he's at the end of his career and it's never won before. Forget all that. The Rams were great this year. The offense was electric, and Stafford was awesome. He's looking as good as he ever has in a year where we weren't sure he was going to play. And now at the awards, he kind of confirmed that he's planning on being back next year. So the Rams do have that in their pocket. They don't got to kind of run through the offseason with a little bit of uncertainty, which we saw last season. But otherwise, I mean, I thought a lot of them were pretty open and shut. I mean, I think offensive and defensive players of the year were no-brainers for JSN and Garrett. McMillan winning offensive rookie of the year. I'd put my support behind Tyler Shuck and what he was able to do with the Saints since when taking over the starting job and looking very competent and turning the Saints into looking like a competent team actually as well. So that had a lot of value. And then I think Schlesinger was also a no-brainer for defensive rookie of the year.
Now, the Hall of Fame class. Larry Fitzgerald to me is a no-brainer. That guy's an absolute stud on and off the field.
Drew Brees.
I
honestly, to me, he's a no-doubter first ballot guy.
Yeah, of course. Chargers fans going to hang on to that one. Hold it tight. Luke Kuechly, another one.
Very well-deserving.
Well-deserved. So, yeah, I mean, I thought that all in all, the NFL Hall of Fame committee did a good job. MVP voters, there will be some questions. Everyone's getting mad at Sam Monson. I'm like, well,
hey,
what if he had Stafford as number 2?
I give him credit for owning it. Like he says it on, like, hey, I'm the guy that voted for Herbert. Here's my reasoning. You don't have to agree with his reasoning, but he's the one with the vote. Now, is this some egregious, tragic omission, like another name off his ballot or something? I don't know. I thought his reasoning is sound. I mean, I don't know if for me that would be enough to give him a first place vote for MVP, but still, whatever. It's his prerogative.
I saw people like, he wasn't even a finalist. He wrote him in. That's not how it works.
Yeah. Well, that's like people when I see it all the time in the NHL. They announce the finalists, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then they think like the voting is done at like, no, these are just first through third.
Yeah.
They keep it a secret for the sake of drama. Like,
exactly.
Like the voting's done. These are just the top 3 vote getters.
Yeah. I saw, Tom Monson, like you said, he's been on our show before. Like, good dude, with Pro Football Focus for a long time, left. But yeah, he was absolutely getting cooked, except by Chargers fans who are praising him.
Last one for you, because Donovan had it as a great in or out topic this morning. Torrey Holt omitted again.
Yeah. 7
years as a finalist. He will now move on from that category he'll now have to go in as the, whatever we call it, senior player. Previous generation, I think that's senior is the official class of it. Why? How is Torrey Holt not in the Hall of Fame?
Because in my opinion, every like 2 years, there's like a couple no doubters, and then they go back and cycle through it.
But when you look at Torrey Holt's career, why did it have to get to the point that he's waiting for a gap in a no doubter?
Hey, I said it yesterday. I thought he should go in. That's Torrey big game Holt. You know why? And like everyone's like, oh, Kurt Warner, Marshall Falk. Torrey Holt.
Those guys are all in there already.
Exactly. But
so
I'm
is Bruce Isaac. Like, why is Torrey Holt
Isaac
not
Bruce?
Isaac Bruce.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But no, I'm with you. I think Torrey Holt has to get in.
And I chatted about it with our NFL guest that we had on the Carey Show this morning, and he ran down the numbers. Like he was the number one receiver in yards from 2009. That's over guys like Randy Moss.
He was, when he retired, 10th all time in receiving yards.
He's now 17th, I think. But like the run of 11,000 yards or 1,100 yard seasons, everything's there. He won. It flabbergasted me. And so Donovan's question was, is he like the Alex McGillney of the NFL?
Oh, I think so. We should have talked about this earlier. But like, because everyone's like, oh, T.O., Fitz, Moss, Calvin Johnson. But Torrey Holt was so good and so reliable.
He was right there for the best at his position at his peak in the NFL.
Yeah.
No doubt, right?
But he wasn't a physical freak like the other guys, right? Like he just almost in kind of like maybe Marvin Harrison, where it's like, well, all you do is get the job done, but he's not bullying.
He doesn't just blow you away with
guys.
the highlight reel stuff all the time, right?
Yeah.
So it's fair. Oh, sorry, it's not fair. It's valid, and I think reasoned by the people that are making these decisions, but I don't think it's fair because he's absolutely should be in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, and I would say he gets in soon, but it should have been in already. Well, that music means we're done. Up next is Lowdown Flow Tide with LT and Duckman Kruger. Enjoy that. The Gregor Show from 2 to 6 as well. For the Duke, the Intern, and Fenwick, I'm Connor Halley. Thank you guys for joining us on this show today. Enjoy the weekend. Right now, we'll get to a Sports 1440 update with Mackenzie, brought to you by Wilhauk Beef Jerky, home of Alberta's best beef jerky, online at wilhaukbeefjerky.com. Only available in Leduc.
This is a Sports 1440 update.
6 games in the association tonight. Knicks are in Detroit. Tip-off at 5:30. Pacers take on the Bucks. Clippers are in Sacramento, and Memphis at Portland. Toronto Blue Jays broadcaster Buck Martinez has announced his retirement this morning. Martinez began his broadcasting career in the late 1980s following his 17-year pro career. Canada has named its roster leading up to the World Baseball Classic, including Seattle Mariners first baseman Josh Naylor. Prosecutors have withdrawn felony charges against Gavin McKenna. In case you missed it, last night, Canada fell 7-5 to the U.S. in mixed hurling doubles in Milan. Next on Sports 1440, the Lowdown with Low Tide, Alan Mitchell, Declan Kruger, and Josh Fenwick. I'm Mackenzie, and